Hi guys, this is Martin, aka MartinTheVlogger, and today we're gonna talk about 5 things you should do before winterizing your vehicle. And it doesn't matter if it is motorbike, if it is car, if it is BRP CanAm Spyder F3S that I'm using for demonstration today. We all have 5 things in common, which are fuel, battery, tires, lubrication and corrosion, and room temperature and conditions. In the middle of the video, there's a question, or more like ask for advice. It's about that bloody Akrapovic exhaust right over there. I'm struggling to fix it, so maybe somebody is right over there who can help me so I can create another video for everyone that is having the same issue as I do. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you my top tips, how I'm saving some money, surviving the winter, and actually helping the beast go through this unpleasant and cold period of the year. In case you like this cool premium petrol head t-shirt, write it like you stole it, go to the MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. There is actually the edition with the I for all petrol heads, or with the Y for all 3-wheeler freaks. Now, enough of this, let's get started. I have to start with the batteries. I'm super surprised how many people don't even think about charging their batteries over winter time, and I don't know why. They can be expensive, they are not environmental friendly, so actually that's the reason why I don't like electric cars. And third, the least what I would like to do is start my riding season with a bad battery, or actually find out on my long trip in the middle of nowhere that my battery is damaged and I have to jump start it somehow. The investment, it's anywhere around $50, and I have a couple of them because of course dummy usually forgets where he left the battery charger from the previous winter season. Buying a battery charger is not a rocket science. I have no name charger, I have branded charger. It's not a big deal. Always just make sure that the charger that you are buying fits to your battery. What I mean by this is that motorbike batteries or petrol engine batteries are smaller and they need less powerful charger. And also, let's say BMW cars, they have batteries that they have jelly or whatever inside, so you need to buy then some kind of special battery charger for that. Another tip is buy a charger that has a winter mode. Now these days it's quite common. I think almost every battery charger, the newer one, has this winter mode. Why it is good so is because you don't want to overcharge your batteries during the winter time. And the winter mode, what it does is basically it charges your battery almost to 100%, then it let it discharge, let's say to 80%. I don't know in details the logic, but basically it goes up and down. And basically it simulates normal use conditions when the vehicle is not sitting only in your garage. And yeah, because I never know which one I should plug first, if the red or black one, I just plug them while the charger is unplugged, and only afterwards I plug the charger to the power source. The next topic is the fuel. The topic that it's so much discussed on different forums, so many videos about this. If to use the gasoline stabilizer over the winter time, yes or no. Look, this is what I do for more than 6 years only with this bike, but before that I used to have cars for just the summertime, so I'm not using gasoline stabilizers. Just because I don't believe that the fuel evaporates so much over, let's say, from November till March, the season that I'm done right, you know, and simply I'm just too lazy to put it in there. I'm too lazy to buy it, and there is so many other things I'm having in my garage on my shelf that I don't want to have another thing there. Of course, I don't think there is anything wrong in case you will use the gasoline stabilizer. Just make sure you know your engine can cope up with it. And second thing, have the tank full, add the gasoline stabilizer, go for a spin, return back, top your fuel tank to the max, and then you're good to go for a winter time. What I do personally, I just put a premium fuel for the winter time, and I top it up to the max. Usually I'm not topping it up, or you can call it like overfilling my gas tank through the whole year, just because there can be a lot of troubles, you know, related to this. So I'm doing it only once a year when the winter is coming. I'm topping the fuel to the max, premium fuel, so there is no corrosion or whatever happening inside of the gas tank. Now the question towards you guys, or ask for advice. Don't get me wrong, I love Akrapovic. I love also this particular exhaust. I love the sound, I love the look, but there is one problem with it. After 5 years, and this exhaust costs $1,200, this is okay. Probably you can give me some advice how to get rid of this burn carbon right over here. Of course, there are some chemicals like asphalt remover or whatever that I can use. It's not super helping, but that's fine. That part I can most likely figure it out. However, this part, I know it's now all dirty, but this part, it's black matte. And it's not black matte like anymore. It's more like, I don't know, like gray. That's the first problem. The second problem is there are some parts, it looks like somebody throw up on my exhaust and then it all sit and burn inside. So there are some leaks or whatever. So it looks absolutely terrible. And I don't know really what to do with it. If I'm using just the color kind of, moisturizer, it doesn't help. So I need something permanent. Guys, do you know something about this? Like, are there any technology I can use right within the garage so I don't have to really send it anywhere? Because I would like to really record video how I can fix this matte and also this part of burn carbon right over there. Lubrication and fighting against corrosion, it has a little bit to do with the garage or place where you store your vehicle and temperatures, and I will get to that in a minute. In terms of this, I lubricate a lot my seats because I have also passenger seat, and I'm also moisturizing all the plastics that I can do, because during the winter time in the garage they dry, and you would like to protect them as much as possible. In case you feel your vehicle is really easily getting rusty, use whatever spray or other chemicals, to prevent it against corrosion. The bike is mostly about plastics, so I don't have such a trouble, but maybe you do, so definitely it's worth to invest into that. In respect to the tires, there are 2 or 3 things that I'm doing before the winter time and during the winter time. First thing is, I'm removing all of the rocks and whatever sharp metals or whatever is in there, just to make sure before the season starts my tires are completely good to go. The second thing what I'm doing is I'm moisturizing the tires, not only the side but also the whole tire itself. For the side, I'm always using these Meguiars. First of all, it smells absolutely great, and I have this one for several years. I'm not paid by them, but it's absolutely crazy, and the tire looks so shiny, and it can last on the tire for many days when you're heavily riding. So I'm doing it because I want the tire to be moisturized so it doesn't create any breaks or whatever to the tire. And then I'm using just a spray to spray the whole tire around, This way I'm protecting them. The third thing what I'm doing is more like a crazy stuff, but I believe it's a good thing. Now maybe you will call me crazy or whatever, but I don't like my bike to sit on the same spot for way too long. So let's say at least once a month, if I'm not really working on any project and I'm having my bike in the garage, I just simply go to the garage and I push it a little. So the bike don't sit on the same spot, so my tires are not kind of damaged, whatever. I don't know if it works or not. It's just my personal kind of thing, and I'm keep doing it for many years. Plus, I have another reason to go to the garage, and touch the beast. Now you can call me crazy. Your garage and environment, I know it's very simple, maybe it's even silly to mention it. Of course, this is only my studio, but my garage, it's super dry. It's because I don't want any corrosion to get to my bike. And it's not a matter of the winter time only, it's also during the summertime. And you will notice this not within maybe 1 year, but you will notice the corrosion coming to you in case your garage is wet during 2, 3, 4 years. Also what I do, sometimes the winters can get cold in my area. I'm using the radiator just to heat up the place a little, not super crazy, but let's say to keep 8 degrees at least. It's not really super expensive, and I feel my baby, it's a little bit safe, and warm. Guys, this is pretty much it. I still owe you like how I save money, how I'm surviving winter time. And maybe you are asking like why this dude is not talking about brake fluids or oil or air filters, or maybe changing the brake pads or whatever. Is this not winterization? Nope. That's something I'll do during the winter time. In next episode, I will show you how to clean the air filter. I'm having the CanAm filter, so that's something whoever is interested in, the video will be popping up later. Also, for all BRP CanAm Spyder owners, I will be changing oil during the winter time, so it's not a problem. You can let the oil sit. There are different approaches. Which one is right? To let it sit and change it before the summertime, or changing before the winter time and let it sit as a fresh one? I don't know. Maybe you can tell me in the comments, Brake fluids, I'm not touching them, okay? I'm making sure there is enough brake fluid in the tank, but that's it, okay? Brakes and brake fluid, it's something that these hands were not built for, and I'm not touching them because they keep me to stay alive, all right? So that's something that the guys from the BRP Service Center are doing for me before every season. Cleaning, yeah guys, in case you are still watching, make sure you subscribe to my channel and have the notifications on, because there will be during the winter time a video how to clean your bike or your vehicle in the garage without using water and still not destroying or scratching your bike or car or whatever you have, all right? Now, last not least, very quickly, how I save money, how I'm surviving the winter time, and how I'm helping TheBeast to survive the winter. Actually, there is no rocket science behind. I'm just checking the weather, and when there is a sunny, beautiful sunny day, doesn't matter if it's freezing outside, doesn't matter if there is a snow on the side, but when the road is dry, I go for a ride. This way I'm not unmounting it, this way I'm not putting too much useless stuff on it, this way I'm not spending money. It works for me for a couple of years. It doesn't matter if it's minus 15 Celsius out there and mine are freezing, I just go and enjoy. And this helps also the bees, it helps the oil go around, it helps that I start the engine, it helps that I use the transmission, it helps that I'm rolling the wheels, And now, this is pretty much it. Remember, winterize your vehicle properly and always have fun.